alongside my dad co-host John Dillinger. And we don't got the best one in the world for you today, but it's going to be a good show nonetheless.
What are you talking about?
Man, I'm sick of Arkansas losing every game we play.
Losing? We won, didn't we?
No, this was the Arkansas and LSU game.
Oh, I thought we was talking about Arkansas Sanford. Oh, I don't want to react to this game. This game was horrible.
No, this is the football game that just happened, and give me 1 second. I'm going to get this shared while you talk to them.
Well, here's the deal. I'm done with the Bobby Petrino experiment. I loved him back in his heyday. I wish he'd have never got on that motorcycle. I wish he'd have never cheated on his wife. History would be written differently. But when you look at this ball game today, you can't put it on the defense. I mean, yeah, you can always say, well, if the defense would have done this. No. You can't put this one on the defense. They held LSU to 23 points. You can't put it on the special teams. Special teams played amazing. They block. They start the game in the first quarter blocking a punt, scoring a touchdown. Cam Shanks had a great return, got us back in really great field position. You can't really blame the refs, even though there was some bad calls. There was some bad calls, but there's always going to be some bad calls. It wasn't as lopsided as it was against the Mississippi State, in the Mississippi State game. And I was afraid it was going to be when we found out this was the same ref corps. How we got this reffing corps again, I don't know. But anyways, you can't put it on the refs. You can't put it on the special teams. You can't put it on the defense. You put it squarely on the offense that got in the red zone on 3 different occasions and come out with goose eggs. That's where you got to put it. Think of this. Arkansas's offense left more points on the field than they scored. Of Arkansas's 22 points, credit 7 of those to the defense, or 6, however you want to look at it. So Arkansas's offense did not get the job done today. It's Bobby Petrino's, again, 2 years of his system, his players, his guys. You can say what you want to about this being Sam Pittman's team. This is the NIL era. It don't take 4 years for a coach to redo a team. NIL, 2 years. You ought to have it turned around. Bobby's been here 2 years. This is his offense. He won't bench Taylon Green and just see what you got with KJ. That's all I'm saying. See what you got with him. Because Taylon's not getting it done. Taylon is 2-8. He's not getting it done. I understand he looks great at times, and he can do things other guys can't do. He also can throw the ball directly into the hands of the opposition
or at the ground and
take sacks.
Somebody still intercept it.
Multiple intentional groundings per game. I sum it up into that one play where LSU's quarterback was down there. It was toward the end of the game. I think it was the go-ahead touchdown. If he's Taylon Green, he's sacked for a 10, 15-yard loss. He does one simple thing. Instead of taking off running this way, he steps up in the pocket.
And then he goes
watch this. Watch this. That's all he did. And everybody flew by him, and he throws a touchdown.
Well, yes. Taylon Green's biggest problem is that Taylon Green sees pressure, even if they're not even coming at him, and immediately, I mean, he's all the way back here. Now I've got to throw a 30-yard pass.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
And look, you're not even a full 10 yards, maybe 10 yards.
This is how far back
he'll go twice that far backwards.
Instead of a 5-yard first down, he's got to throw a 15-yard first down. And most of the time when he does, I almost broke my knee on this motorcycle. And most of the time, he just takes the 10-yard sack instead. Well, their quarterback, I think it was Van Buren, is that his name?
I don't even know who was playing.
It was a backup.
Was out.
Either way, pressure comes to him, and instead of taking off 15 yards this way, he steps forward. And then on that play, he did run to the right, but he went forward first and then to the right instead of 15 yards back. That's the problem.
Chicken Timmy Talman said his flash of greatness is only like 5% of the game. The other 95% not that great. I'm with the point of agreeing with you.
The problem is his 5% is incredible. I mean, he does some incredible stuff that most people can't do, but it doesn't matter. You've now lost 8 games in a row, and it's your fault, Taylon Green.
Let me tell you,
no doubt about it. This was Taylon Green's fault. He threw 2 interceptions, and right there at the end zone both times.
I've often said Taylon reminds me of Matt Jones. I'm never going to say that again. Let me explain the difference. Oh, by the way, y'all like and share the video. Right now, go to your Facebook or your Instagram and whatever and share the video, the live stream. Let's see how many people we can get on here live with us. But let me tell you the difference in Taylon Green and Matt Jones. Both of them had that elusive, long stride speed that was very deceptive. Both of them could do incredible things. Here's the difference. Taylon Green will look really good in the first half and maybe even 3/4 of a game, and then at the end he'll be terrible. Matt Jones would look terrible for 3/4 of the game, and you'd be so frustrated watching Matt play. You'd be like, bring in the backup. Who was the backup? Like Ryan Sorahan. He threw the ball like a submarine pitcher. But at the end of the game, Matt Jones was a winner. He would win the ball game. He'd go 95% of the game not looking in great, and then in the fourth quarter where it mattered and when it mattered, he was a winner and he'd win the game. Taylon's the opposite. He'll look great in the through 3 quarters. He may have a dumb interception early or whatever, but he'll look fantastic. And in the fourth quarter, you couldn't find him with the FBI.
Yeah. Chicken Changa says, I think he needs to come in at quarterback almost like the Wildcat, get those flashes and put him back on the sideline, maybe run a dual quarterback offense.
I'm not against
Green,
that.
I think, would be a great tailback. Nah. He's a great runner, but he has the strength, and at times he flashes that he has the wit, but most of the time he makes really bad reads, and that's the problem. When you're throwing, like, I understand, I don't really know exactly what happened when they were at the end zone and he threw that interception that was supposed to be
Bobby
Omega
was
Blake.
mad. To me, it looked like
Taylon Green.
It looked like Omega Blake stopped on his route, and Taylon Green made a horrible decision to throw the ball.
Omega Blake definitely
at the ground,
stopped on his route
into the hands of the
But
defender.
you've got to have the brains to be like, oh, my wide receiver's over here. Let me not throw it.
And the defender's on the ground right here.
Let me not throw it right at him. I mean, he threw the ball on the ground, and the defender was just there.
Like,
so I
was
don't
that play
understand
call like, all right, I want you to run a curl and dive on the ground, right? I mean, what?
It could have been. Genuinely could have been. Because I can't think of any other reason we're throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Let's get some like that, right? I don't understand that.
Right into a defender's hand.
Right into a defender's hand.
I tell you what, I like
on the ground.
I like what Chicken Timmy Changa said. Maybe run a dual threat. If you don't want to just go all out and bench Taylon and Unsettling Duke saying, I'm sick of dual threat quarterbacks. Dual threat, yeah. I mean dual threat from the standpoint of a 2-quarterback system.
Crap, I forgot that we got a Big Red in here.
2-quarterback system. So, hey y'all, what y'all doing?
Babies galore.
But Jake.
Oh my.
Jace, man, he going. What'd you think about the ball game, Jace? That my sentiments exactly.
Say it was some garbage.
It was garbage?
It was garbage.
All right, run back in.
We gotta get our Big Red. Shout out. I don't remember what he put his name in here, but Landon, he got us a trophy.
All right, so I would be interested in maybe running a 2-quarterback system the rest of the year. If Taylon's playing great, keep him in, let him run. But when he has those lulls, when he makes a horrible decision, put KJ in or put somebody else in, and see what they can do. If they get a hot hand, ride with them. If they don't, put them on the bench, and maybe that'll bring Taylon some motivation. When he knows he has no quarterback competition, he just just makes it stupid decisions.
Yeah. Chicken Timachanga says somebody on 4th and 5 said that Taylor Green has never led a game-winning drive. I believe it. I mean, I've not seen it.
That
for
sounds
Arkansas,
correct.
For sure.
He's led a bunch of almost.
Yeah. I read somewhere, I'm not going to get the exact number correct, but it was in the 90s. Somebody had went through and saw that if Arkansas won all of its one-score losses in the past 5 to 10 years, that we would be like 97-15.
Yeah, it was 95 and 15 or something like
it was somewhere around there. That's absolutely insane. Like, the worst part about being a Hog fan is not the losses, it's the almost wins. We're almost one of the greatest dynasties to ever play college football, but we can't get the one-loss scores to, or one-loss game, or one-score games to go the other way. It's always a loss. Evans, or Unselling Duke 2, says, I'm sick of dual-threat quarterbacks. It's a novelty. I wish football would move on from that and go back to sitting in the pocket and slinging it. I understand that. That's how you win ball games. It's not as fun watching somebody to just stand there and just wait to throw it. I understand the, wanting to be able to do both, but I mean, when you think of what are the teams that sat back or what are the teams that are winning national championships? Gunnar Stockton, I don't think knows what running is. I mean, he stays in the pocket and just throws the football for Georgia.
Tom Brady did
nothing
nothing in college.
Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, I don't think he probably,
he was a good college player.
If I were to guess, Ben Roethlisberger probably had negative rushing yards in his career. He just stayed and throw it. So, yeah, I mean, in Alabama's quarterbacks for the most part, they're all pocket slingers, but
well, here's the deal.
That's just not what we have.
You like your quarterback to be mobile. So if you've got to choose, what you want is you want a pocket passer with mobility.
Yes.
Rather than a running quarterback that can occasionally throw. That's not what you want.
That's what we got.
You want somebody who knows how to stand in the pocket, step up in the pocket, move the pocket a little bit, and then if he has to take off and run. What you don't want, because here's what it does. A guy like Taylor Green, he can hurt you in one game. If you have a weakness for containing the edges, then like Alabama could lose to somebody with a really great running quarterback.
Yeah.
But throughout the course of the whole season, I mean, like, I can't think of one that was just a running quarterback. Like, Mike Vick could throw the ball. Cam Newton.
Yeah, Cam Newton was a lot of running.
He was a lot of running and better.
Lamar
Tim
Jackson
Tebow was
runs
a better.
lot.
But they both could throw it. But all of those guys could throw the ball too.
Yeah.
And I guess Taylor, to some extent, can throw the ball. It's not like he's not.
He's got the physical ability. He doesn't have the mental capacity.
That may be true.
He is a
And it could be a lot of other things. I mean, it could be the offensive line. I mean, it could be maybe his receivers ain't getting open, but he definitely, one of his downfalls is he's going to just take off and run when there's a lot of times he could just stand in the pocket or step up in the pocket and make something happen.
He's got a real
okay, here's the deal. And if you turn around and you take off running, now you're saying I'm done with the routes.
Yeah, play call's done. As soon as you step backwards and you turn your head, the play call's over.
So at least if you step up in the pocket, all you need then is a half a second. You step up, boom.
Yeah.
You turn around, start running. Now, I mean, it's a scramble drill.
Yeah.
You're either gonna get tackled for a big loss, you're gonna break a run, or maybe 10% of the time somebody gets open because they lost containment because the defensive backs broke down on them or whatever. And you hit somebody, but it's just not high efficiency.
Yeah, Taylor Green's. My worst critique of him is he's too gung-ho about, all right, play's called, I snap the ball, I look at my one receiver, he's not open, Maybe sometimes I look for a second receiver, but if his guy that he wants to throw it to before the play is called, like say he wants to throw a go route, the calls for a go route, he's going to stare that go route down the whole time. He's not really scanning the field.
Where is Omega
So
Blake?
then immediately he takes off and he gets sacked for 25 yards. It doesn't help.
Okay.
So you have to have the mental capacity to be like, all right, my guy's not open. Let me find Isaac Teslaw 432 times that he's open. He never does that. That's the problem.
Yeah, threw in a triple coverage when number 83, which was, I guess, maybe his tight end, was wide open,
Yeah.
5 yards short, but it would have been a completion rather than a turnover. Yeah, that play drove me nuts.
He throws into a lot of either triple or double coverage, or he'll throw it to his receiver who's got a cornerback giving him a piggyback.
Yeah. So, I'm done with Talon. If you want to, at the very least, let's use 2 quarterbacks going forward. When he starts doing bad, set him down, put somebody in, see if he can get hot. If he can't, bring Talon back. Maybe that'll motivate him. For my part, right now, today, I'm done with Bobby. I want to see us get a different coach. But I'm nervous about that too. I mean, you know, the ticker tape on ESPN all throughout our game is nothing but James Franklin and Virginia Tech, and they're talking. Well, okay, if it's not James Franklin, all right, who is it? You know, I don't know. If we knew something, that would be good, but we don't know nothing. It's been all smoke screen. You know, it's Ryan Silverfeld, and then it's, you know, Ed Orgeron the other day. I mean,
Ed Orgeron, look, here's what's happening. Ed Orgeron came in to talk with Arkansas because we're hiring Dabo Swinney to be our head coach.
That's wild. No.
Chad Morris.
Chad
Morris.
Morris.
Oh my gosh. Whoo! Bobby Petrino is staying as OC, and we're hiring Ed Orgeron as our defensive coordinator, and we're winning 18 national championships in a row.
Yeah.
Hands down. Now, I'll say
I
this.
just won the lottery.
I'll say this. I'm done with Talon Green. I really am. I've tried to give him the benefit of the doubt and be on his side for so long, but he has proven that he is a great athlete. He's not a good quarterback. And so I'm done with Talon Green. I can't defend Bobby Petrino as hard as I want to and as hard as I have. I'm not done with him yet because I don't agree with you. This is not his season at all. He got pushed in. He didn't.
Morris.
It's not all of his. It's not all of his players. He didn't get everybody on offense. Pittman had to do with that. Obviously, not his defense in the slightest. You know, it's hard to give a guy a job.
But the defense is getting better. The offense is getting worse
because he's putting the people in position.
What's he doing with the offense?
They suck. It's his players.
And it's
not
his players.
It's not
and
his players.
it's 2 years of his players.
And it's not
2
his
years
practices,
of his system.
and it's not his
It's his practice schedule
Your
now.
team is made in the offseason. He didn't control anything that happened in the offseason other than play calling.
Let me say this.
He doesn't get to set up the practices.
How many games have we played?
We've played
10?
10. Yeah. We're 2-8.
Sam Pittman has coached 5 games.
Sam Pittman also coached
Bobby
6 years.
Petrino has coached 5 games.
He coached
Sam Pittman was 2-3.
years.
Bobby Petrino, 0-5.
Sam Pittman, 6 years straight.
Enough said.
All of his players, all of his recruiting,
Sam,
all of his
I am
coaching staff, all of his
one
atmosphere,
step above
all
Les
of
Miles
his off seasons.
in
Bobby
comments-
Petrino, literally just 8 weeks.
knowing how
That's
to
all
call
he's got to
a
do.
timeout and coach
Bobby
game
Petrino
management.
has gotten to coach.
2-3
not 8,
this year. Bobby
5 or 6
Petrino
games.
0-5. That's all
Doesn't
I'm going to
count
say.
at all.
All right, here's some things I liked about the game. You can kind of look through the.
I wanted to say we got 2 games left. We're not winning either one of them.
No, we're not
Sit
winning either
Talon
one of
Green down and let's try to get KJ Jackson some experience.
He's not going to do it.
I know he's not. That's
Bobby
my critique.
thinks, oh, well, we're going to go beat Texas. And he should think that. So he's not. He's going to play Talon Green. And then when we lose to Texas, he's going to go, we got one more shot of getting a win. He's going to play Talon Green. I just hope he has the sense to open it up and play 2 quarterbacks. I've been screaming for the last 2 to 3 weeks, set some guys down and pull some guys off the bench and put them in. I think we saw that today.
Yeah.
Where's Courtney Crutchfield been all year?
I mean,
First pass completed today was an incredible catch. It was a first down, first of the season. Where's he been? 5-star, wasn't he a 5-star?
He was a high four-star out of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. He's an Arkansas kid. Missouri poached him, and we took him from Missouri, and I was excited. I was like,
let's go.
He's going to do great for us, and we've not done anything with him. Again, first catch of the season.
The Simmons kid played incredible.
White Simmons, his dad is the coach at Harding University. They're national championship.
So there you go. Coach's kid, Arkansas guy. That's the kind of guy that's going to get on the field and give you 120%. He's not making a big NIL check. He's playing for the name on the front of the jersey, not the back of the jersey. That's what I want to see the rest of the year. Let's see if we've got any players out here that want to get in and play. So Simmons, wasn't he in? You can come on through, Paige. We'll introduce you to the Paige, everybody. He was in on the block, right? He blocked it, and then was it Woodard?
Caleb Wooden.
Wooden picked it up for the touchdown. Wooden hadn't been playing as much of a role, has he, until today?
Not really.
And so we don't have the stat sheet in front of us. We was going for a live emotional reaction. So that's what you're getting. So we ain't got all the stats and stuff, but it was good to see getting some new blood on the field. Forget these high, overpaid NIL guys. They're not getting the job done. Sit them down. If you got any Arkansas boys on the bench, put them in. Put the other guys in. Let's see if anybody's got any game about them.
Absolutely. Chicken Timachonga says Ron Mallett was one of the double-digit Bobby Petrino teams, and he wasn't a dual-threat quarterback.
One of the greatest of all time.
When he overthrew Blake in the first half, who was wide open, that was Talon.
They almost threw an intentional grounding flag on that play because they were like, who was he throwing to?
I mean, it was wild.
And they were like, well, Blake was kind of in the...
started to throw it, and they was like, well, I guess there's the receiver somewhat within 30 yards of it. So, I don't know. Look up the box score on the game if you want to
do that. I wouldn't want to do that.
Well, I was talking to... I'm reading these chats. Evan said he threw into triple coverage like a moron. Yeah. Das Viking, does not go through his progressions. Open, not open, he runs, sometimes backwards. A lot of the times he's running backwards.
A lot of times, Viking.
A lot of the times.
Immediately
he's running backwards. And then Das Viking said, have you looked at Eric Morris? Hate his last name, but he developed quarterbacks. I've seen that. He has developed some really good quarterbacks, but I am in the mindset that if your last name is Morris...
don't be silly. I mean, that's just stupid.
I'm being so serious. If your last name is Morris, you should be barred from holding any kind of position at the University of Arkansas. You should be able to be a teacher, shouldn't know faculty.
So
I don't want our towel boy. I don't want nobody on our field, stadium, state named Morris.
Viking, I believe he will be one of the finalists for the job.
I don't.
I think we're going to do in Arkansas, we're going to swing and miss on several, and then it's going to come down to guys like Morris, guys like, is his name Kine or Kenny from...
Kenny Dillingham?
No, his last name, it's like C.J. Kenny or something like that. From North Texas, the Bobcats. It's going to be one of those guys like that. It's going to be, if you're lucky, probably Silverfield, and I don't even want Silverfield. But I think he's going to be one of the guys that winds up falling to.
My problem is we've done this before. We've taken a shot on a guy who's never been a head coach.
I'm not saying I want it to happen. I know, I'm saying that's what I think's going to wind up happening.
At least there are head coaches in programs. The problem is I don't want somebody who has something to prove. That's not what Arkansas needs. We need somebody who's proven themselves. We don't need Eric Morris. We don't need Ryan Silverfield. We don't need any of these other coaches. John Sumrall would be good. He's going to Auburn. We need a Dabo Sweeney or a James Franklin or, a Clark Lee, somebody like that. Obviously, I don't think we'll get any of those names. But there's a smoke screen going on. I don't know if y'all know this or not.
Sure.
I don't know if y'all know this or not, but there's a smoke screen. I hope it's not happening, but my Lord, could you imagine if out of nowhere they pull a Calipari and Dabo Sweeney is coming to Arkansas. You know how awesome that'd be.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to happen. I don't think Dabo has any
I'm trying to
interest
think
in
of the
coming to
coach.
Arkansas.
It might have been Eric Morris. One of the coaches that are being named has. He's done like every NFL quarterback you can think of. He's developed them.
I know you can call the Hogs. She's a Hog fan,
Evan
even though we're
said
losing.
Sam Pittman's 2 wins were his gimme games, though. That is true. He played Alabama, A&M, and Arkansas State in one
He's
of those.
still 2-3.
You know.
Say whatever you want to. He's 2-3. Bobby's 0-5.
Uncle Timmy said Arkansas's coaching problem is they'll hire somebody, and if they don't work out, they'll just run it into the ground before they change. That's absolutely true.
They didn't do that with Chad Morris. They gave him 2 years.
Chad Morris shouldn't have had
surprised.
2 years. Chad Morris should have had 4 games.
I mean, come on.
You lose to what? I think we beat Portland State, but you lose to, San Jose State or the garbage teams he was losing to.
He lost to San Jose State with his quarterback from the previous year.
Yeah. And then he got blown out by, I think it was Nick Starkel at Western Kentucky.
Another one of his quarterbacks.
Another one of Arkansas's quarterbacks.
No, Starkel was the one.
Starkel
was the one that beat us from San Jose State.
No, Starkel was at Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky was Ty Story.
I don't really have any idea.
And Ty Story.
Right. Y'all quit playing with this.
Yeah.
Break.
Ty Story, he run off Ty Story, and then Ty Story come in here and hung 50 on him.
But yeah, I mean, that's true. Chad Morris, Brett Bielema started this fire. Chad Morris poured gasoline all over it. And Sam Pittman just, he's spraying kitchen oil on it or something.
I mean, Sam come in and did a good job.
He did. I'm not a Sam
for a
hater.
couple years.
I'm not a Sam hater like you are.
But Sam should have been fired last year.
Sam shouldn't have had, the year after his 9-4 season where he progressed to 3-7, that should have been it. Or I think he went 9-7, then like 5-7 or 6-7. Hey, don't bring a brick into the house. He just grabbed a dirty brick and brought it in.
Well, they can deal with that.
That kid's got something wrong with him. Hey, that's my drink.
He's all
free.
boy.
I'm
trying to find
anyone but James Franklin. I don't want James Franklin, but anyone but him is kind of crazy. And then
we could do a lot worse than James.
Yeah, we could
Franklin.
hire Ryan Silverfield. We could do a whole lot worse than James Franklin. He said Evan said 2 of his losses were to Memphis and our only blowout loss to Notre Dame.
Evan, you're a Bobby Petrino loving fool.
I am too. Matter of fact, I'm back on a train.
Oh
let's take Bobby Petrino right
Here's
now
the
all
stats.
day long.
Y'all quit touching the camera.
So for stats on a game, I was gonna say we were like 0-5 on. Hey, quit grabbing stuff. Put that down. We were like 0-5 on third down. We ended up being 2-11 on third down.
Terrible
efficiency. That's absolutely garbage. We did better on fourth down. We were 3 for 4.
Seem to always do better on fourth down.
340 yards for Arkansas. 390.
We are 3 of 3
LSU.
on 2-point conversions for the season. At least we're
doing something.
doing
right.
something.
Yeah. So here's the problem: 11 of 19 passing for Taylor Green. 22 for 33 for I think it was Van Buren. I don't really know who the quarterback was. 175 rushing for Arkansas, 155. So we had more rushing yards, but 25 minutes possession for Arkansas, 34 for LSU. When you hold the ball like that, especially towards the end, you're going to win the football games, and Arkansas doesn't seem to do that. My problem is
the LSU running back that had the wherewithal to down that ball when he had an. I mean, it would have been a fight right out there, but he probably was going to get in easy. That showed a lot of discipline. I don't know that a lot of college athletes would have had that discipline. That's what you like. That's what you want. That's a well-coached, even though they fired their coach too. I mean, that's a well-disciplined player.
Yeah, so, I mean, we threw 2 interceptions. There's not much to look at for the stats. It's kind of off on. I do want to see the penalties. So Arkansas had 6 penalties. LSU had 7. So, I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
There's nothing to blame it on.
There was bad calls, and I'm sure both fan
offense.
bases thought there was some bad calls.
Yeah,
you can't blame this on the refs.
Yeah.
You can't blame this on the defense. You can't blame this on special teams. This game lies solely at the feet of Taylor Green and the offense.
Yeah, so you were saying Bobby Petrino's offense is what's getting us into the red zone. Bobby Petrino's players are what's fumbling the ball in the red zone. That's the problem. It's not Bobby Petrino's players, my bad.
Is it not? Oh, okay.
Bobby Petrino's offense is getting us to the red zone. Sam Pittman's players are getting us out of the red zone.
So if it happened and it was good, it was Bobby Brownline.
Let me get... I didn't mean to say that. That was disgusting. Anyway, I'm kidding. But yeah, much
Y'all
else
leave
to
them
say
light bulbs alone.
other than Arkansas sucks, and I wish we didn't.
Yeah, I thought we was coming on here to talk about the basketball team.
No, I mean, they didn't look too great either. They played Samford.
Samford.
Where's Samford at?
Samford's a powerhouse,
What
man.
state does Samford play in?
In that one,
What state do they play in?
the United States.
Take a
Okay.
real guess, because I'll tell you, I would have died on the hill that Samford played in Georgia.
I would have thought Texas.
I thought for sure Georgia. They play in Alabama,
Oh,
and
yeah?
and they play in the Southeastern Conference.
The
Southeastern Conference. That's all I seen. I
the
think it's called
Southeastern Conference is the SEC.
It said Southeast. I don't know.
Southern Conference.
And,
or
and it was at home, and we won by
Samford.
like 3 points. So that was disappointing to see. They're a good coach team and everything. They're not terrible. They were in the NIT or something last year, but that's not what you want to see. I feel good about basketball, though. I'm not down on them.
Well, leave us some comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think. I mean, hey, the coaching smoke and all that was going crazy this week. We heard everything from James Franklin's playing golf in Fayetteville to Ed Orgeron was spotted in Fayetteville to PJ Fleck is on a Zoom call meeting to
I think the university's jet was in Texas today for Cam Pillock or something. Like I don't know his name, but it was.
who's that?
That's not his name. I can't think of his name, but I seen that the jet was in Texas today.
Pete Nokos, is that his name? Nikos?
No, Pete Nokos is No 3 Sports. Pete Nokos is on
Nokos. Not Nikos?
I don't know. It's
The real one.
Yeah.
Basically said Arkansas hadn't done anything. They've reached out to SMU's coach, Rhett Lashley, and James Franklin, and that's it. And so that makes it sound even worse. Like we ain't doing nothing. We ain't no hurry. I'm just afraid this thing is going to. Sissy, be quiet. I'm just afraid this thing's going to wind up blowing up on us, and we're going to be
usually
left
does.
with hoping we can get Eric Morris or,
I don't
Ryan
think it'll be
Silverfield.
that bad. Arkansas's got to get this hire right, or we're going to actually lose the football program to absolute just being horrible for forever. If Arkansas doesn't right now get a good coach and put a lot of money and show that we're serious, we're going to suck for the rest of my life. There's no doubt about it. We've got to get this one right. And it'd be an Arkansas thing to get it wrong. They seem to do
Arkansas
that.
pulled an Arkansas missing that field goal. I mean, just
Yeah. Scott Starzik's been good all year, so you hate it for him. But just, man,
pulled
your
an
one
Arkansas.
job as a kicker is to put it through the uprights. You've got to do it, But, again, my only hope is that they're just keeping this completely under wraps and not telling anybody. So the smoke screen's up,
Yeah.
and Nick Saban is on a jet right now, head to Fayetteville.
yeah, not gonna happen.
As always, today's episode is sponsored by Shelter Insurance Dillinger Agency out of Harrisburg, Arkansas, licensed in 3 different states, I believe.
Arkansas, Tennessee, and Missouri. Auto, home, life, commercial, farm, fire, anything you need. We'll be your shield. We'll be your shelter. 870-578-5900. You can call or text anytime, and I'll do you right. All right.
All right. Anything else?
Grandkids in the background. It's a beautiful day.
It is.
Beautiful
It's pretty.
November day. Get outside. If you got the Arkansas blues, get outside and just enjoy this beautiful weather and do something with your family.
Is there anything coming up? We play Texas next week. We'll be back Monday or Tuesday for the Texas preview. We may do a show for basketball sometime soon. We're gonna keep the show going. I'm gonna make him when football season's over. We're gonna try to do some basketball. We're not gonna be every game like
Some
we are
basketball.
in football, but I would like to do maybe a end of the week show like every week or every other week and go over the games that have been played. Certainly for baseball, I feel really good about baseball, but other than that, thank y'all. God bless. And go Hogs.
Jesus saves.
Blue Pig.